When I was younger, I wanted to go to pastry school and open up my own bakery. Sometimes I think about what my life would look like if I went down that path. One of my absolute favorite things about baking is that I'm able to completely relax and enjoy the process. I feel comfortable following a recipe, making adjustments, and have confidence that what I bake will turn out well. Most of the time, at least. Recently, I've noticed that I have a tendency to ruminate, which sometimes exacerbates my small setbacks into full-on worry storms. With that being said, I'd like to share some strategies I've used recently to build mental resilience within myself. There are 2 ways to overcome unhealthy thought patterns. The first is distraction, and the second is confrontation. Both are useful strategies that each have their own time and place. If you need a short-term fix, finding a healthy distraction can be useful, for example. Some of the strategies I use to distract myself are meditation, playing or listening to music, and exercising. Any activity that is calming or that takes your mind off of your worries can be used. However, be careful not to over-rely on these strategies, as too much distraction can sometimes lead to avoidance. Also, choosing the right strategy is important. Avoid picking strategies that can become a crutch later on. The last thing you want to do is to create even more problems for yourself. Alternatively, confrontation is an effective strategy to tackle your thoughts head-on. However, the one con with this is that the process can be time and energy intensive. A good tip is to be in a safe environment, which can foster the right headspace for analyzing your thoughts. There are a few ways to confront your thoughts. The first is to choose a seemingly rational yet worrying thought that you have. Then identify the cognitive distortions that may exist around them. I'll give an example. As a student, sometimes things don't always go my way, and let's say that I studied really hard for a test and I didn't do as well as I hoped. My immediate thoughts might be, oh my gosh, I just did so poorly. I am so bad at this subject. How will this affect my overall grade? Am I going to have a chance to get into grad school? What if I don't get into the program I want to go to and my career goes off the rails? If I don't get into the program I want to go to, then my career might go off the rails and I'll be a failure, and everyone is going to laugh at me because they'll think I'm lazy and stupid. I am so disappointed in myself. Clearly, you can see that this is a path that my brain has gone down many times. But let's break this down. I can clearly see that I'm catastrophizing, for one. One bad grade on a test is not going to, quote-unquote, throw my career off the rails. And I also see that I'm using emotional reasoning, which is when we let emotions dictate our version of the truth. For example, the belief that I feel stupid and therefore I am stupid is not true. It's just that I didn't perform as well as I wanted to on one test. By identifying the distortions and examining the evidence of our thoughts, we can quickly see that our worries that seem so rational in our head are actually pretty often irrational when we confront them. If you're interested in using some of these cognitive therapy techniques yourself, thank you for listening, and I hope some of this helped you today. Also, these pumpkin spice muffins were so delicioso, as my sister says. I'll leave the recipe below if you'd like to try some. You deserve a treat, so take a break, relax, and eat something cozy and yummy. I'll see you later.
It's really good. So what do I think of it? Delicioso.
You are capitalism reincarnate.